Hey viewers, what's going on? Man, I'll tell y'all something real quick. I thought all Honda mowers were like banned or were not for sale anymore. But I guess after their massive recalls and problems with their, I'm assuming, camshaft and people's, getting arm injuries by pulling the string. I don't know what's been going on, but I went ahead and I was surprised that the HRX 217 HYA is back. Just like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm back, or I'll be back. And it's back. And one of the things you need to know when purchasing the Honda again after the massive recall is you got to look for the green sticker, which means that they went ahead and took it back to the plant and fixed the issue that was going on, and now it's back in the box and it's up for sale. So yeah, they took these off the shelves in every little small mower stores that you can find, hardware stores, Ace stores, John Deere stores, Home Depot stores. This particular model you cannot find it at Home Depot stores. You have to order it online. Matter of fact, a lot of the lawn equipment that you see at Home Depot, those are just like small base model lawn equipment, and it's best that you go online and order the high performance. Like for example, the the Echo 2620, you can't get that at Home Depot. You gotta order online, otherwise you just get the base model. But let's go ahead and open up this box and see what it looks like and see if it works. Oh, and the retail price on this is about almost $1,000. Yeah, that's right, $1,000. Insane, crazy. So, and then I love the twin blades, and rust proof. I've never really seen rust on it, but I'll show you this other mower that I have that I've been having for over maybe like 15 years, and it's finally seen its worst in life. Like, it kicked its last blade for the last time ever, because I had a yard guy that accidentally backed into it, and you would assume that these bodies are really strong, but I guess after 15 years it finally broke and cracked, and let's just say the wheels are all bent. We got a big hole in it, so it's done and it's time for a new one, and that's the reason why I'm getting a new one. I myself have an HRX 217 in my own house personally for myself, but this is going to be more for for the guys to be mowing out there. We don't really use it that much because we don't do a whole lot of pushing, but maybe like 2 or 3 houses or something. But other than that, I mean, we usually use our zero turn mowers because we don't do a whole lot of walking. We like to ride. So let's get this thing open. Upon removing the tape, I can see that, yeah, you know what, it looks like, yeah, they really took these back to the factory and did a recall, because this tape came off real easy, which tells me that they took their time taking this tape off and put it right back on. And look at all the beating that the box took, and look how it's all falling apart. But hey, you know what, it's just a box. And of course, in our box we're gonna have a brand new bag for picking up grass. We don't really use the bag unless we're going to be picking up leaves. We also have instructions on what to do. So in most cases you need to check the oil level, and this should come with an oil bottle. Check the spark plugs, make sure it's in there. You also want to check the oil, which looks like there's still some in there, or it looks like it's good. So yeah, my guess is that they took this back upon a lot of the recalls and went and fixed it. You got these little That locks in. Always. Engine has no oil, so it says it has no oil, but we're still gonna check it for oil. Okay, so now that I unboxed the HRX 217, this is also my older model that I've been having for a while. This one comes with the electric start. It's got the electric motor on the side, so for an extra $200, you'll be able to crank it up with the key. And I haven't had to replace the battery, but I tell you one thing, if you know you're gonna mow the day before or a couple of days, do try to plug it in so you have the ability to crank it up. If you want to know if it cranks up, well, let's see, I got like 0 fuel. I always close my valves before storing it away. Oh, and word of advice, not that I had to replace the cover, but the one at the shop, I thought it broke, so I lent my cover to the old one, and I bought a cheap one, and I don't really like this cheap flimsy wannabe Honda cover. So yeah, this is, stick to the OEM. Fast, slow, speed, and then you just turn on the key, and that's it. Whenever you're going to shut it down, close the valve, give it about a minute, and then shut it down. As you can tell, the this cover is completely different from this cover. And do we have a year model on this? I'm not particularly sure when this was made. If someone can tell me if there's a stamp. But yeah, you see how there's no stamp on the side on this older model, and they're both mulch. But over here you see that there's a stamp right there. That's an indication that the recall has been done on this mower, and there shouldn't be an issue. And if there is, you know, it's backed up by a 5-year warranty. No problem. Same design here too. They're both got the same filter. Yeah, this one's a little dirty, needs to be switched out. These do tend to break off over time sometimes, but be real gentle when you take them off. Yeah, so this is a little bigger, this is more square. You still got the spark plug in the front, your gas. You still got the height 1 to 4 inches. You still got the same rubber on the HRX 217. I want to say that this is probably maybe 4 years old. I have to figure out where you can tell to get the year model. I'm trying to see, this one has it like what year, but I can't tell. I'm sure there's somewhere like this, probably is an indication of when it was manufactured. And then goes, of course, you got the inside. Always make sure before you go from bag to mulch, make sure that all the debris is clear. A lot of times I'm going to be running mulch, so I'm not worried about running the bag. Like this one has a bag, but I just keep it there for looks. And I do still have the brand new one in the garage, so this one is just an old one that I just threw on top. So we got the stop, we got the slow, we got the fast. There's no indication that it's a choke. You still got the blade control, so when you want to engage the blade, push the button down, push forward, and the blades come on. When you take it off, the blades stop running, the engine's still running. This is more of a clutch to control your self-propelled. You can kind of like a little bit control it how fast you want to go. You want to go all the way, or ease back a little bit and it'll go a little slower. Or you can just control your speed right here. Super fast, medium, super slow. Nobody really goes slow. It'll usually be about a little halfway or all the way. All the way it's like it's going extremely fast. So you want to just keep it somewhere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I say about 5 or 6 knots. Notch. Blade control, clutch. The only difference is this one's got the electric start. For an extra $200, you can get the electric start. And let's see, you can see that I have a little bit of rust right there, so it'll happen over time. You get a little. So, but yeah, I always close my valve when I store it away, let it run for about a minute. And then of course, if the electric start don't work, you put your foot here and then you just yank the hell out of it. Like I said, the battery needs to be charged before you use it, because a lot of times if you leave it sitting for a long time, periods of time, say months, especially like during winter time, the battery will die on it and it won't have enough juice to turn the engine over. So no electric start on this one, so you gotta do it the old-fashioned way and just pull it back. So like I want to say, let me see, check this oil. And like that looks good. Might need to change it later. And when you check the oil, you have to make sure it's all the way inside, not just barely put it in there. Man, it's hard to tell. Let me check it. Let me get my hands free and check it. Okay, I'm not too sure, but I tried looking at my older model to see if it give me what year it was made, but I'll see if I can try to find it. But this one is indicating that it is a 23 of April. So when buying the new Hondas, well, when buying the Honda HRX 217, do remember that these are not 2024 models. These are probably going to be mostly 22s or 23s. There's a stamp right there to indicate that they worked on it. And so now that we checked our oil, oh yeah, and make sure, look, just because it needs oil doesn't mean you throw in the whole bottle. Start with a quarter or go with half, and then check your dipstick to make sure you have enough oil. Right now I just checked mine and we're just above the line, so we should be fine. And because they have a massive recall, make sure you do take the time and register your equipment for future problems. One of the things I have issues with these Hondas is that a lot of times, yeah, this is where you can scan the code, or you know, or mail the information, or you can go to their website to register it. And you'll need the model, you'll need the serial number. A lot of times, if you put regular gasoline and it sits there too long for a couple of weeks and you don't use it, it's gonna gunk up on you. And when you try to take it in for warranty issues, because you're thinking like, hey, I shouldn't have any problems, it's brand new. Make sure you store gasoline is in a clean plastic sealed container approved for fuel storage. Store fuel supply container away from direct sunlight. If the container has a vent, keep it closed. So yeah, that's another. Purchase only enough gasoline to last for 1 to 2 months, about 30 to 60 days. If you purchase gasoline to last for more than 60 days, add a fuel stabilizer to your storage container. Keep your mower fuel tank full of fresh fuel when not in use. Turn the fuel valve off. That's also important. That's why I'm always closing it, because you don't want any of that gunk fuel trying to go into the carburetor, because it does happen over time. I recommend you use premium fuel. That'll reduce the gunk from building up in your carburetor. Most of the time when the carburetor does get full of gunk, it's best just to buy yourself a brand new carburetor. I think it's like $100. Easy to take off, easy to put on, and you're good to go. Because of warranty people, they're gonna try to blame it on you, that that's your fault. You let it gunk up. That's not the mower's fault. So yeah, always make sure your fuel is fresh. When storing your mower, I wouldn't recommend that you fold it down. Always keep it, you know, full, always, you know, stretched out, because all that folding back and forth, what's going to happen over time, it's the cables are going to get really out of adjustment, and you're going to have trouble with the engine running. You're going to have trouble with the soft propel not wanting to propel itself, especially when you get it all the way to the full max. It's going to be going real slow. So I always try to clean your mower whenever you're done. It's really important you keep up with maintenance, and take the time to read a book. So know how to change your oil. It's not that hard, it's easy. Just tip it over, all the oil comes out, and then you just pour new oil. Yeah, take the time to read the book. Service your mower, transporting, storage, operation, troubleshooting. So all right, let's crank this baby up. Simple, easy pull start, which is what it says. Easy start, auto choke system. Yeah, that's why you don't see the older models. You used to put it on the choke right here, and then once you have a crank running, you go to fast. But now you have a easy start, auto choke system. So let's go ahead and see the old one that I've been telling y'all about, how bad of a shape it is and why we needed a new one after a long time. Let's go check out the old one. All right, now we're looking at the old Honda HRX 217, and I'll tell you, look at that, look at that. It's all cracked. They backed into it. It probably just got weak over the years. I don't think it's going anywhere. These are, I want to say, the original tires, maybe, probably, maybe only been changed once, and I want to say 15 years. I can't tell again what year this is. It just says A, and yeah, it's all faded. See, I took it off my new one, not new, but my electric starter, to see if it'll work, but they say they're having issues. Rigging it up. This plastic thing came off. Heat shield is broken off. We're good on the oil. And you see how this older model has a choke, fast, slow style. This one has a choke. But yeah, the wheels are already in the back or bent, crooked. You can see that's crooked. It's no longer alignment. Oh yeah, it's all cracked up. This ain't gonna work. Oh, that's cracked. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, it's a goner. I tried replacing the cable one time. Forgot why. But yeah, look at that. It's time. It's done. It's done its purpose already. We got all of our money's worth out of it. The motor never went out. This is barely breaking off. So this is, I want to say 15 years of running with the plastic. So yeah, it's done. It's going to the garbage. I don't know if the engine is salvageable, maybe. Most likely this filter is already all. Oh man, look at that.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was still running. Just big old chunk. But yeah, it's all trash now. It's done. Yeah, all that crack. This I'm really concerned. I have no idea what this is. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and replace it. It's done for. No more. Yeah, look, see how it's all bouncing up and down. Yeah, it's all no bueno. Alright, well, you seen the ugly HRX 217 at its 15 years, I want to say. So yeah, she's done. No more. Alright, well, we got our money's worth out of it, and this is what happens after 15 years. Look at that, we got more cracks. Yeah, it's seen hell. It's been abused. So that's why we're getting a brand new one. Hopefully this will be our last mower in the future. Like I say, we don't really mow that often with the push mower because we got a small 0 turn and a 48 32. Yeah, a 32 deck and a 48 deck. And that's perfect for mowing residential. Alright guys, well, I'll see you on the next video. You see my personal HRX starter, which that's for my house. You've seen the ugliest, beat up, worn down HRX, and I'll tell you, when that thing runs, it's like the RPMs are like really high and they're really loud. So yeah, it's done. So comment below. I'm not sponsored by Honda. I'm just keeping it real, letting you know products. I'll tell you the truth. I'm not here to lie to anybody because nobody's paying me. I'm making $0. So that's being used for commercial use, and that's what happens after 15 years. So alright, I'll catch you on the next video. Alright, this is a quick last minute video before I close it off. So yeah, we got all that damage underneath the motor, got all that cracked. So the engine still runs. Here, I'll give you a little show, and then we're gonna see a little bit of fireworks. Was running earlier. Maybe this is another choke. Yeah, things were sparking. Yeah, all this is gone out of here. So I would say, if I could, maybe I could put it on eBay, and maybe somebody wants to buy the motor. But that's about all that's good out of this HR217 is the motor salvageable, but the whole body and whatever's cracking. As earlier as we saw that there was a lot of metal loose. Yeah, it's beyond repairable. It's not worth it. I would say to get a whole new body shell, and then whatever we found earlier, some metals that were cracked or loose, you're probably looking at about maybe $300 to $500 to rebuild it. Just a body and whatever, maybe like clutches, maybe the clutch for the dual blades is gone out or something. I don't know. I mean, you see they were still switching blades, it was still moving, but because everything is, the whole body's messed up, it's just ain't gonna do it no more. So I guess I can give it a shot, put it on eBay and see if anybody's looking for a motor. Maybe I can sell it for $100 plus shipping. We'll see how it goes. All right, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Like I said, I don't get paid. I make $0. I'm just passing on information. Maybe it's helpful to you, or maybe it was just a waste of my time. Probably wasting my time, but still, you know, it's good to see stories about how mowers, you know, how long do they last, how they doing. But this one got beat up by my crew. So we used to do a lot of push mowing in the beginning, but now that we got 0 turns, it's like we don't do a whole lot of pushing unless it's a real small yard that, you know, we can't get a mower in there, or we can't get in the backyard. But that's what the 32 inch is for, the 32-inch Toro is for, to get in the back. But all right, I'll catch you on the next video.